Over 60? 4 worst breakfast you should never touch, and 4 you must eat daily. Do you wake up feeling like your body is made of lead, with knees that creak and a brain that feels trapped in a thick fog? Many of us over 60 dismiss these morning aches as the price of getting old, but the truth is far more alarming. Your favorite quick morning meal might be silently accelerating muscle loss and even shrinking your brain. Currently, a staggering 6 out of every 10 adults are living with at least one diet-related chronic disease that could have been prevented at the breakfast table. If you don't change what you put in your body during those first few hours of the day, you aren't just aging, you are actively inviting frailty and cognitive decline. Before we dive into the dangerous traps and the life-saving solutions, please hit the like button, share this with someone you care about, and subscribe to protect your health. Stick around until the very end because the final must-eat food is a traditional secret from Japan that can actually rebuild your muscles while you sit still. The 4 worst breakfasts you should never touch. 1. Instant noodles, the hidden salt trap for your joints. Many seniors reach for instant noodles because they are soft, easy to chew, and take only minutes to prepare. However, this convenience is a dangerous trap set by commercial food processing that specifically targets the vulnerabilities of an aging body. According to nutritional experts, these items are often loaded with extreme levels of sodium, which forces the body to retain massive amounts of water to maintain balance. When your body holds on to this excess fluid, it often pools around the lower extremities and joints. This is why you might notice that after eating a salty bowl of noodles, your legs feel unusually heavy and your knees feel tight or stiff when you try to stand up. Furthermore, these noodles are essentially empty starch with almost no protein, leaving your muscles starving for repair after a long night of sleep. To stay safe, medical guidelines strictly recommend that adults limit their total daily sodium to less than 2,300 milligrams. Yet a single packet of noodles can nearly wipe out that entire limit in one sitting. Have you ever noticed your ankles swelling or your gait slowing down right after a quick noodle breakfast? A professional safety tip is always to refrigerate any cooked starch within 4 hours if you must eat it later. But for instant noodles, the best health tip is simply to leave them on the grocery store shelf. While salt is destroying your mobility, the next breakfast item is busy spiking your blood sugar into the danger zone. 2. Refined white bread and sticky rice, the energy crashers. In many households, white toast or traditional sticky rice is a staple, but for those over 60, these are metabolic nightmares. These foods have a very high glycemic index, meaning they turn into sugar almost the moment they hit your tongue. This causes a massive insulin spike, followed by a rapid crash that leaves you feeling exhausted, dizzy, and weak by mid-morning. For those with pre-diabetes, this constant fluctuation is like a sledgehammer to your vascular health and bone density. National data shows that 74 out of 100 adults currently exceed the recommended limits for refined grains, contributing directly to the obesity epidemic among seniors. Transitioning away from these white starches is vital because replacing refined carbs with high-quality complex alternatives can significantly lower your risk of unhealthy aging. If you find yourself needing a nap just 2 hours after breakfast, your bread choice is likely to blame. Our bodies at this age have a waking stomach that is slow and produces fewer digestive enzymes, making these dense, sticky starches a heavy burden that saps your vitality. As bad as blood sugar spikes are, the next item on our never touch list is actually linked to the destruction of your memory. 3. Sugary commercial cereals and pastries, the dementia feeders. Many seniors enjoy the nostalgia of a bowl of cereal or a sweet pastry with their coffee, but new research suggests this habit is feeding cognitive decline. A major longitudinal study found that older adults in the highest quintile of sugar intake were twice as likely to develop dementia compared to those who ate the least. High sugar intake triggers insulin resistance in the brain, which impairs the hippocampus, the area responsible for your memory. These commercial products are often hidden sources of fructose and sucrose, which drive systemic inflammation and oxidative stress throughout your nervous system. High-quality dietary patterns are essential because the brain requires steady fuel, not the chaotic spikes provided by breakfast desserts. Currently, the average senior consumes about 106 grams of sugar per day, which is far beyond what a healthy brain can process. If you want to keep your mind sharp and your memories intact, you must stop treating breakfast like a dessert. Now, you might think you're being healthy by eating leftover vegetables from last night, but you could be making a toxic mistake. 4. Reheated leftover vegetables and improperly stored rice. Thriftiness is a virtue, but reheating certain leftovers can be a hidden health hazard for older digestive systems. When green leafy vegetables are cooked and then left out or stored improperly overnight, the natural nitrates can convert into harmful nitrites. These nitrites can interfere with the blood's ability to transport oxygen, leading to sensations of numbness, tingling in the hands, and a general feeling of malaise in the morning. Similarly, leftover rice that hasn't been cooled rapidly can harbor toxins that heat cannot destroy, overwhelming a senior's weakened digestive enzymes. Data emphasizes that foodborne illness risks increase significantly with age due to declining immune function. A critical safety stat to remember is the 2-hour rule. Never let cooked food sit at room temperature for more than 2 hours if you plan to eat it the next day. Are you saving a few pennies on leftovers only to pay for it with your morning energy? Many seniors mistake the resulting brain fog or heavy limbs for the effects of aging when it is actually a reaction to these accumulated toxins. Now that we've cleared out the kitchen villains, let's look at the 4 life-changing foods you must start eating tomorrow. The 4 must-eat daily breakfasts. Number 1. Overnight oats with seeds, the longevity fuel. If you want a silver bullet for your heart and brain, look no further than whole oats prepared the night before. Unlike refined grains, oats contain beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that acts like a sponge, soaking up bad cholesterol and dragging it out of your body. This keeps your arteries flexible and reduces the metabolic strain on your heart. Research shows that women who consume high-quality complex carbohydrates and fiber during midlife have up to a 37 out of 100 greater chance of aging healthfully without chronic disease. By soaking your oats in unsweetened plant-based milk and adding chia or hemp seeds, you create a complete protein profile that supports muscle repair while you sleep. A single cup of cooked oats provides roughly 5 grams of high-quality protein to help maintain your strength. This breakfast is soft on the stomach but strong on your health because it provides sustained energy without sugar crashes. But how do you ensure your muscles stay firm as you age? Number 2. Soft-boiled eggs, the muscle protectors. Muscle loss or sarcopenia is the silent enemy of independence after 60, but eggs are your primary weapon to fight back. Eggs are a source of high-quality protein, and more importantly, they contain leucine, an amino acid that serves as the on switch for muscle synthesis and repair. Unlike fried eggs, soft-boiled eggs are incredibly easy to digest, providing fuel without putting stress on your gastrointestinal tract. Experts recommend that older adults aim for 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight to prevent frailty and falls. To put that into perspective, 1 large egg provides 6 grams of high-quality protein and essential choline for your brain health. If you are worried about cholesterol, current medical advice suggests that 1 egg daily is generally safe for most seniors, especially when paired with a fiber-rich diet. Have you been skipping eggs because of old myths? If so, you might be losing the very muscle you need to stay mobile. 3. Plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries, the gut-brain connection. As we age, our ability to absorb nutrients like vitamin B12 and calcium plummets, making Greek yogurt a mandatory addition to your morning. This creamy staple is packed with probiotics that improve gut health, which in turn enhances how well you absorb every other nutrient you eat. Guidelines note that 9 out of 10 seniors fail to meet dairy recommendations, leading to brittle bones and a higher risk of fractures. By choosing a plain, unsweetened variety, you avoid the dementia-linked sugars found in flavored versions while gaining a massive protein boost. A single cup of low-fat Greek yogurt can provide an incredible 24 grams of protein, making it one of the most nutrient-dense foods in existence. For an extra tip, adding just a handful of raspberries gives you an additional 8 grams of fiber, supporting both your heart and your digestion in one delicious bowl. But there is one more traditional food that is even more powerful for your joints. 4. Small oily fish or fermented soy, the joint and blood secret. This might sound unconventional for a Western breakfast, but oily fish like sardines or fermented soy like natto are the secrets to the legendary longevity of Japanese elders. Sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids that reduce the joint inflammation that causes morning stiffness. Natto contains nattokinase, which improves blood flow, and vitamin K2, which ensures that the calcium you eat actually goes into your bones instead of clogging your arteries. Medical advice suggests that seniors consume between 8 and 12 ounces of seafood per week to support cognitive development and cardiovascular protection. If fish isn't for you, fermented soy provides the same muscle-rebuilding complete protein. Elders in Japan who eat these foods regularly often walk without fear of falling well into their 90s because these foods support coordination and sharp movements. Just 3 ounces of salmon can provide 22 grams of protein, creating a visible difference in your physical strength. Which of these powerful superfoods are you brave enough to try tomorrow morning? If you continue to ignore these warnings and keep reaching for instant noodles and sugary cereals, you are choosing a path towards sarcopenia, chronic inflammation, and a higher risk of dementia. Every convenient bad breakfast is a brick removed from the foundation of your independence. Don't wait until a fall or a memory lapse forces you to change. Start reclaiming your strength today by choosing the nutrient-dense options we discussed. If you found this valuable, please subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into the 3 nighttime drinks that are secretly destroying your deep sleep. Your future self is counting on you to make every bite count.